Hello out there, and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with Shattered Heaven, which is a new game. It's on Steam, and it's not come out yet. But full disclosure, I did receive my copy of the game for free, and we're going to play it.
Hold up.
So apologies up front. My face is a little bit shadowed today because my lighting rig, anyways, it's not working. Long story short, I'll have it fixed by my next video. But, yeah, we're going to play a tutorial. The fire's flames never die, and many affirm they are the result of flying sparks from the eternal fire. And many affirm. Okay. I affirm that I have read this correctly. I thought it was going to be voice acted. It's a...
Our God is no more.
Oh, here we go.
And we, the lowly mortals, are the ones who killed him. Now,
No.
the cursed remnants of humanity exist under the perpetual reign of his mournful ashes, condemned to a never-ending circle of hate and resentment. As punishment for our ancestral sin, our breaths are cut short as soon as we hit 40 of age. We are barren shells, unable to sleep, the desire to bring forth new life. Our last hope for a better tomorrow lies in a divine forgiveness that only bloodshed can grant us. 4 vestals shall hail from the 4 lands. Sentia, where memories of old still sing. Delham, ever untamed and never bound. Flamen, hearth of steel and spires. And our home, born from thunder and storms, Ashram. In the end, only one pair of soiled hands will hold the salvation we desperately seek. Once every 10 years, our somber march to the Equinox Cathedral ushers war in. Kneeling in front of the flame of Vesta, we swear to repent. O ancient sin, stain us in red, so that we may never forget the firmament's grief. O ancient sin, grant us this holy pardon, so that we may one day mend our shattered heaven.
Intense. Love it. Love me some voice acting for sure.
Salvation by my hand!
The battle has begun. To beat your enemies, you must use cards, using them as a specific action and door can take. At the beginning of each turn, your character will draw 5 cards, play maximum to 8. Okay, in order to play cards, you need AP. The cost is shown. Yep, got it. Cool, most cards have special effects known as keywords. Alright. Each character takes their actions on their turn. The turns of your character and enemies are instead grouped in rounds. Okay. When it comes to inflicting damage, sword cards are your best choice. You can see the icon. Got it. Right, so it looks like Darkest Dungeon. It's got that same sort of, like, cut to the thing. You can see the intentions of the enemies for their next turn. A sword icon means they will attack the character. Got it. Use a shield card to soften the blow. They are best tool when it comes to armor. Nice. Your AP counter has reached 0, which means that's all you can do for this turn.
Onward, Thunderborns!
Each debuff has a counter that decreases by 1. Sure, got it. And Dora's Champion of the Parish skill. Right. Okay. We'll do that then. It's called Deity. Whenever she uses a card for each gem, she will fill a slot. Once all 3 slots are filled, she will gain a deity point. Right. I had it turned up before because it was we were listening to the voice acting. After this special turn ends, deity points go back to 0. Okay. Okay. Oh, events. Sometimes during exploration, you will come across special events. Got it. Lonely is the lady of the tree. Just listen to her song. Oh, dear freedom, how I ache for you. Lonely is the prisoner of the oak. Just hearken unto her pleas. Oh, dear absolution, how I yearn for you. These roots are her poisoned shackles, and her heart is long covered in thorns. Oh, dear savor, how I dream of you. Right. The maiden stops her lonely verses, and her face, a most outraged grimace, meets your quiet adulation as her form retreats into the trunk, disappearing from your view. You gain some loot. Echo of the Child. You might want to know what lies ahead instead of finding out the hard way. Okay, so it tells me, even though it's just a straight line, I guess we're gonna go fight this thing. Wow, let's... Another member of your party. His special mechanic is called Rage. He gains Run by playing Ruby cards and 2 points when he is hit by an attack. Okay, each character has a healing potion they can only they can use to restore a portion, right? Where's the healing potion? I honestly didn't see it. Oh, it's in the backpack. Okay. Nice. These are the most powerful cards available and usually have a diamond crystal. Okay. I mean, did we do it? Sure. I guess we end the turn.
Let's dance then.
So now we're playing. Now we're fighting. Right. And then this one should deal extra damage. No. Draft your way to victory. After each battle, you will be offered a selection of neutral cards to add to your character's decks. Okay. Fire random enemy, deal 6 damage. I mean, I didn't even get to do his thing. I guess we'll go there. What is that? Curse 2? What is curse? Okay. Gain 2 armor. Tenacity. I don't know what tenacity does. Right. Let's do that one. Right, so we have to leave one behind. That's alright. Alright, we're playing.
We have to save them.
Shauna is the last member of your party. Her special mechanic is called Thirst. Whenever she kills an enemy or plays specific cards, she will gain Thirst points. She's thirsty. Love it. These points can be spent to power up her cards. Try and play the card The Beast. Within, it has a gouge keyword that allows you to eliminate cards you don't want in your deck for the whole battle. Okay. You can use alternate effect of your cards by spending a thirst point. When the counter reaches 0, the modes will disappear. Right? I guess we end the turn there.
Forward.
And then Swift 1 card? Sure.
I've had worse.
So now it's this guy's turn. Okay. So he died. Good. Right.
I can't. But you want to.
Right. So that worked. And we won. Blessed be the ones who come after him, for they are the seed of reckoning, the root of salvation. I mean, I like the art, but I feel like the screens are quite busy. And they're introducing a lot of stuff to us. We're having to manage 3 different people's decks, which is significant. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily, but it is a thing.
Journey's end, at last.
You wish. This is only the beginning.
So that's the Equinox Cathedral? It's so shiny.
This is the most sacred place on Earth, and the only thing you can say is, it's so shiny.
Good to see you two in such good spirits. We still have a way to go after all.
Ugh.
Step by step, the tower drew closer. Immaculately white against the barren plain, its masonry formed a tight reticle that enveloped the sacred building. And then, the grand portal, flanked by his 2 armored guardians. A stern-looking old man stepped forward.
Love that hands thing. Welcome, children of Ashram, to the Equinox Cathedral. I am Sharon, or Karen, whatever, Herald of the Divine Child. This would be better if it was voice acted, I'm just saying. I like voice acting, and the voice acting has been good so far. Thank you for receiving us, most revered. Oh, such a wrinkly old face. Is being the Herald really something that special, sir? Hey, do you have any idea of how disrespectful you're being? That is all right. Curiosity is indeed a rare virtue these days. But yours, young lady, is a question that will find its answer another time. Suspended arcs and pillars weaved together in a majestic show. All was illuminated by the 4 statues of ancient heroes were encircling the throne. A rose window representing the 4 Vestals glistened solemnly just above it. It looked magnificent when the light shone through it. Over there you will find your chambers, as well as the merchants sent here to provide for your needs. We will meet again later in the presence of the Divine Child. Through your sacrifice, may your people atone. Through our fratricide, may life be reborn. Yeah, it's very, welcome to Equinox, home of the faithful. Okay. A sitting sack? What a treat!
Whatever.
It's just a pillow. It's so soft. Oh, something is spilling out. You're covering the whole room in ashes. Seriously, what's up with you? Have you been living under a rock this whole time? It was a shack near a mountain, so in a certain way, it was under a rock, I think. Nice. Forget I even asked. Sacks of pillows, enjoy them while you can. We won't have much rest once the war begins. Small talk was cut short by the sound of the gate portal opening once again. Curious to see where the commotion came from, the group moved out of their quarters and went back to the entrance of the cathedral. So that's what was waiting for me in my quarters? That's weird.
Out of that gate came a young woman. Black hair that gracefully danced in the air with every step of hers. And a sharp, bewitching gaze. Following close behind, 2 severe-looking warriors strode forward with pride. The Vestal of Sentia and her guardians had arrived.
Is this my welcoming party? Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better one. I'm glad to see you here in one piece, Enra.
It's been a while, Lyra.
Such a cold reception. You're breaking my heart, darling. After all these years, I expected you to be a tad happier to see me.
What do you want me to do? Should I, jump into your arms? Screaming, "Greetings, O great Vestal of Sentia"?
Oh, I would be delighted.
The voice familiar, but I don't... Yeah, I don't know. You're still keeping my old sash around your arm? This would be better, like, yeah,
Sure.
if it was all voice acted. I'm flattered. I beg your pardon, my liege. We need to make haste to our quarters before the ceremony begins. We don't have time to lose here.
Oh, really?
Time spent with old friends is never a waste of time, Lonan, but I suppose you're right. See you later, Anra. Friends? The Sentients have been our allies for a very long time. This is the last chance of salvation for them, as it is for us. It is unfortunate that we share the same awful predicament. Oh, I see. Anyway, who's Anra? Me. Just a childhood nickname. We trained together for a while in the name of our tribe's alliance. So are you two really good friends? I think this would be a really good moment to shut up. Nice. She breathes weird.
Right.
This must be the call of the Divine Child. It would be better to reach the hall as soon as possible. Good, let's go. Alright, let's go. I'm ready to rock. Did I say something rude? Did I do that? Perhaps I'm afraid the issue lies and it is gone. That's okay. I guess we're going up here now. I mean, all the things have the same background. Behold our Lord Hiliad, as he sits upon his divine throne. Now heed his words as he makes his will known. Shut up, old man. They're here to hear me talk. And now, yes, you shall hear my words. Centuries ago, a bestial from Sentia defiled my divine will. She corrupted the 8 guardians, made them kill their own wards, and then took over the pit of Naraka. What was once a hallowed place of rest for the dead is now a kingdom of treachery. We have proclaimed countless holy marches onto her wretched dominion, executing her minions one by one. Yet people still believe in the most absurd rumors. Death in Naraka is better than life here on this earth. They are even foolish enough to follow such lies, tossing themselves down that damned hole. But now it's time for her to face my final judgment. This shall be your first duty in this new war of ascension. You want to save your miserable people from impending extinction, right? Go deep into Naraka, slay the betrayer, and erase this ugly stain from the history once and for all. According to tradition, 4 will depart, and only 3 will return. May it be in battle or in sacred duel, one of you will die. Do not disappoint me, this is your God's will. Right? Through your sacrifice, may your people atone. Through our fratricide, may life be reborn. I suspected that not all 4 Vestals would attend yet, but out of all of them, how fortuitous is for her to be here already. I wonder if it was planned from the start, or it's just a mere coincidence.
What?
Is that a problem? I don't know. We just have to trust that the Ever-Chosen won't lose sight of our goal, even if...
What?
What are you two whispering behind my back? Let's get a move on. We have a war to wage. Alright, let's get into it. Eris, the vile betrayer, sounds our most enlightened. Long enough, surrounded by her cowardly puppet, she lies in waits. Okay. How do I... How do I make it happen? Make it happen, Captain. How do I... Okay. Before leaving, to leave the hub, click on the dungeon selection icon. There we go. Oh, we're going to Naraka. Right. Each dungeon has 4 different depths. Each needs to be completed in order to proceed on to the next. Right. Let's try it out. When he was struck down, his anger was too much to contain. There was no justice, no atonement, only revenge. Man, it's just very, you know, they're really aiming for that, oh, the world is ash. And I feel the pain and suffering in my soul as...
The landscape passing beneath them was alight with small refractions, each a gem embedded in stone.
I mean, that's
This
nice.
was Sintamania, home of the pious tribe of Sentia, and a jewel at the gates of hell.
Of course.
Look at all these sparkling stones. Oh, I would love to live here.
It's indeed a pleasure for the eyes.
Are you all right?
Keep quiet. We're entering the pit.
Every child knew that the hallowed chasm was to be revered as much as it was to be feared. A cursed place where dead souls gather. A grim sepulchre full of malicious energy. The reign of the treacherous queen. As they delved into darkness, their hearts tightened uneasily. But then there was a light and a gentle breeze. Under the descending pulley, a splendid plateau extended, as far as their gaze could reach.
What's this colorful rain? It's not ashes.
Flower petals. They are pretty, but completely useless.
Can I eat them?
No! We're in hostile territory. Everything you see here can hide a trap.
Indeed. As peaceful as this place might look, I feel like we are being watched.
Right? I do not understand. The Herald said this was a place for death and anger. Yeah, this doesn't feel like hell at all. To me, this looks like paradise. I refuse to call this place paradise. It's a sin born out of horrible treachery, and we are here to put an end to it. Bum, 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 bum. I guess that's what we're going to do. Each one is composed of different floors. Draws an extra card at the start of their turn. Sure. Draft your destiny. Single ally. Sure. Okay. Wait, what? I don't... Sure. Oh. Tablet of Protection. Okay. Another story. Blasphemous events. Sometimes you might encounter events where there seems to be no right choice. If you have it available, you can break a tablet and have a chance to avoid the event. This is a wish encased in a bane, a curse that does not know what it is, that wants to be an unattainable desire. It is the voice of a child that wants to be held, of a story yet untold, of tears that trail down sunken cheek, waiting for the downfall of smiles yet to be born. Bow or flee, for the choice is yours, the wheel spins. Something like this should not exist, and it is your duty to make sure it won't anymore. When you strike it with your blade, the shard fractures with a melodic murmur. So we're drafting. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, so the hex thing didn't work. Oops. I hear it calling a name, my name. I plead to you, hazy candor of a fable. Do not lead me astray. Lucent axiom of ruin, do not tempt me further, for I know that both grace and doom coexist in you. Yet I can't help but wonder, if I were to embrace you, which one would you bestow upon me? Sure. Adult visions of the unknown cloud your view. Okay. I don't know. There's not a lot of combat so far. Oh, stepped on a trap. Beware the enemies and special events are not the only thing you have to look out for. Right. Endor was not afraid of anything at all. She had fought back hordes of swarms of monsters with her overwhelming strength. Whenever her thunderous steps echoed down the path of evil, demons and behemoths alike would scram right away. At last, that proud warrior did not know that sometimes a single thread is enough to make a mountain fall. So, neither of my things have functioned. They've just taken a bunch of damage. You may stumble upon Kairos, an ambitious merchant. Right. I have 100 bones. Buy a scapegoat. Wasn't there like a... There's this, right? There we go. We can get rid of the bad one. Hey, it's a fight. Whoa, those are cool. Those are very cool. Oi!
My sin is my strength.
You have the option to complete a bonus. Each mission you complete will help you gather better rewards. Defeat all enemies within 3 rounds. Okay. What is riposte? Okay. Nice. And then we'll do a ticky-tack. Right? End the turn.
So sweet.
Okay. Gain 1 thirst. There we go. So we're gonna try and get the thing, right? Yeah, repulse. Love it. So we can just use that, right? Or I can swift something. What does blessing do? Damage dealt is increased by 20%. Okay. There we go. So 14 or yeah. Nice. Get wrecked, idiot.
I've had worse.
Ooh. Yeah, he's just gonna have to lose 5 HP. Sorry, buddy. What does Purge do? Oh, Berserk. He does not have 7 or more rage. Alright, so we'll just end. Because this is his rage meter, I think.
I can't, but you want to.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. He's bleeding now. I like Lamodes, he's cool. Okay.
True, my blades.
And we win, I think. Coward's Glory. Okay, so what is this? Oh, we'll give that to that person. Draw 2 cards, gain 3 armor. Okay. Ooh. Sign of the betrayer. Etched in stone lays the mark. Pay no mind to the ruin of the ruthless betrayer, lest she enthralls you in her vicious web of deceit, bids the living. Glory be to the sign of the merciful Savior. May she bless our poor lost souls evermore. We'll spawn... See, but it does not feel unpleasant. That mirthful laughter echoing in your ears now heralds a blessing right at your feet. A new treasure tile has been added to the map. Cool. Let's try and invade, I guess. So we're just taking damage now. Casket of splendid souls in the midst of perils, always a welcome sight for the sore eyes. So we did a little praying. Those guys look cool as well. We'll get a screeny of them.
Scared to face an Ashram warrior?
Yeah. We'll heal. There we go. There we go. Get wrecked, idiot. And we'll do that one. Alright, end turn. Let's go.
Don't hold back, Shauna.
Oof. What are we doing here? So she's got a bit of thirst now. Nice.
Just a taste.
That was fun. Just a taste. Oh, she has abilities. Right. I forgot about their abilities, man. Oh, you can't do it yet. Okay. There we go. So now you can do a bunch of extra damage. In your face! Right. Inflict bleeding to or more on a single enemy. Okay. Nope. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the bleeding thing, so I don't actually. Yeah, I don't.
We have to save them. And we will.
Oh, this one does bleeding? There we go. So we did. Did we inflict bleeding? Nice, we did it. We are the best. So he's bleeding, he blessed himself. Great. Nice. Way of the Bloodletter. Okay. So we'll give that. What is that? Blindness, pity, curse. Yeah, we'll give that to her. Sure. Okay, well, we've been playing for about 34 minutes. what we'll do is we'll go look at the description and see what the game has to say for itself. All right, Shattered Heaven is a single-player deck builder card game with RPG elements and an ambitious branching narrative set in a dark fantasy world. The game focuses on a card game and roguelike gameplay fueled by a great replay value thanks to procedural dungeons and a deep crafting system. Cool. I like that. I'm here for all of that. It's in early access, so I don't think it doesn't come out till June, so it hasn't actually even been released yet, but it will be in early access when it comes out. So Shattered Heaven is still under development. We are eager to share our work to let our community experience the game with us. Right? Our main objective was and still is to create an experience that has entertainment at its core, but we do not want to forget that games are meant for letting players have fun. Create and maintain a vivid connection between our design ideas and the experience that we want the players to live. Man, this is just like word salad developer speak, but that's fine. It's got to be there, I guess. In our plan, the release of version 1.0 is expected to be available after 1 year. We want to include our community and mold the game. Yep. Shattered Heaven is constantly evolving. We do not want to stop its growth. We want that our community can have the chance to create new cards, new recipes, and suggest what they expect for the future of our game. Okay. We have a solid version to be released with a lot of features already implemented in the early access version. We give you a brief overview of what you are going to find in the game. 3 heroes, 120 skills and talents, 100 unique events, more than 110 cards to build the deck of each character, 4 multi-layered dungeons, more than 80 enemies. Will the game be priced differently during and after early access? So I don't actually know what the price is, so that's a moot point at this point. How are we planning on involving them? We already had that. They got a Discord server, because of course they have a Discord server. There's a lot of Discord servers, man. So many Discord servers. Shattered Heaven combines card games and roguelikes to make a single-player deck builder with RPG elements, dungeon crawling, and multi-branch narrative structure. Sure. We got dynamic deck building, tactical RPG fights, story branching, a game with an ambitious branching narrative where your decisions not only determine the fate of the main characters, but that of the entire world. Unique mechanics. Innovative crafting system, sure. Pick your poison, choose a difficulty, and a special effect that changes every time at the start of each dungeon, and earn black bones used to improve characters at the Dark Forge. And then, yeah, we've already had some of the world and stuff. Let's look at Leonardo production. Alright, so we played Hell Architect, I remember that, and Seed of Life, I remember playing that as well. And they've got a couple of other games that we didn't play. Dry Drowning. Pretty cool. So, yeah, I like this developer. They make cool games. I really like this game. It's very cool. I like the voice acting. I wish there was more voice acting, and maybe that's something they can look at. And, yeah, I mean, it's solid. It's definitely, you know, edging on that, you know, the world is darkness. We fight not for life, but so that we may relish our death, or whatever, you know, whatever they're saying. But there's nothing wrong with that aesthetic. You just lean into it. You know, if you lean into the aesthetic and you still make it colorful, because the game is still colorful while leaning into that dark aesthetic. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's definitely something I can vibe with. Yeah. So pretty fun. Kind of like Slay the Spire meets Darkest Dungeon. And, you know, it's got an interesting little story. It's got a nice combat system. I like the little events. There's a lot of reading, so don't get into this if you're not into reading. But it's pretty fun, man. It's definitely pretty fun. So I'm going to leave it there. That's Shattered Heaven. It comes out on the 1st of June, so a couple months from now. But if you liked the video here, you can download the demo. There is a demo here. And you can add the game to your wish list. That is very helpful for developers because it lets them know, you know, if people are interested in their game. And, you know, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. That number going up gives me a little bit of serotonin, and that's always nice. And I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Class dismissed.